So hello, I'm not going to waste time introducing this video. I'm going to go straight in with an idea that I was inspired with, reflecting on the wonderful block site Femulate, which I spoke about in my last reflection. And I thought, why not offer my own current top 10, my pick of poses of my own femulations over the years. This, of course, will change from time to time like any good chart, but here we go. At number 10, an image that for me conveys femininity. This was where I was trying to channel Mandy Moore, the actress. In fact, this very pose was based on a pop video that she put together. It's something in which I feel I'm able to show off, as you can see, a little bit of flesh, and really felt that femininity of the face and the beautiful flowing hair. Really felt into that experience. That was really quite something. Coming in at number 9, this one for me is quite a natural look. I do love natural looks, and ones that I really feel absolutely at home with. They feel authentic, they feel genuine to me, very much comfortable. And this one, actually, I really put at number 9 because it actually reminds me a little bit of a British politician, this particular look that I'm not a great fan of. So I'm going to try and just keep that out of mind. But there we are, that's number 9. At number 8, this is a new entry, or at least will be a new entry had I put this chart together a year ago. It's a look from the past year. Japanese inspired, petite, very feminine, feeling very relaxed, very comfortable, very in touch and very grounded with this particular look. Again, quite demure, perhaps a little bit more demure than Anya, my alter ego, usually is, but looking the part and, more importantly, feeling the part. In at number 7, this is a look from a few years ago when I paid a visit to the wonderful Ellie Hunter down in Germany, Bavaria. One of the looks that we tried there. And goodness knows how she does this, but my goodness, I love those legs. I don't think I've ever seen my legs looking quite as long as they are in this picture. There's no actual manipulation that went on here. It might be there's a slight interesting camera angle, but yeah, when I can see an image like this, feel into it, really know that those are my legs, the legs that I want to have. That feels very good. Number 6, again, this would be a new entry over the last year. I was putting this chart together a while ago. I hadn't actually tried being a bride before, and it seemed right on a journey to Japan last year where I was visiting the amazing Zoom studio. Wish I could go there again. It's unfortunately a little bit expensive and a long way for me to travel out there, but hopefully there'll be another opportunity before long. What I love about this particular shot is that it shows the body. Again, I feel into this body. I feel into what looks like a feminine body. It's a beautiful, reflective moment, and one that I was really feeling into, as you might be able to tell from that particular pose. At number 5, this was a Michelle Pfeiffer inspired look. Really almost a look of facial perfection in my eyes, but also very shapely, beautiful form, press. I love black, actually. It's a wonderful contrasting colour, I think. And I just like this look. It was something quite different for me, particularly because we were trying to model someone in the public eye. But I felt very strongly into it. I feel that I am embodying that character and embodying that body. Number 4. This is definitely a favourite, long-standing favourite look of mine. When I was going under the name of Chloe back in those days, I changed for reasons I put together on this channel in other videos. A look, again, that just feels very natural. There's understated makeup. It just feels that I'm chilled, I'm happy, I'm content. And even there's a little bit of, I think, a youthful flourish there, which is always a nice little byproduct, as it were, when dressing. In at number 3, quite a happy moment from a few years ago at Boys Will Be Girls in London. The amazing Cindy Conti and her work. And this was one of countless looks that we've actually tried over the years. I particularly like this one. I'm feeling into it. It's a little bit more glamorous, not necessarily exactly black tie kind of dress, but perhaps a summer dress could be worn at a wedding or some outdoor event, some kind of formal attire. But again, I'm feeling into that summer mood and really embracing this look. At number 2, another favourite for me. This again just feels so much me, so authentic, so genuine. I can mirror this when looking at this photograph in an instant. It is my family self, almost in my eyes, in perfection. The mirror image. And again, it's a fairly casual, a fairly everyday, but contented, grounded look. And at number 1, perhaps surprising, perhaps if you're looking at this chart, it's not a particularly glamorous or over-the-top look, but that's the point for me. It's understated. It is again natural. It is again an everyday experience, and one in which I really felt into. So very simple leggings here and a top. There's nothing particularly high fashion about the look, but it worked for me. It's something I felt I could slip into as everyday wear. I liked the hair slightly rough and ready with a ponytail there, and I was acting out in this particular scenario. I was really trying to embody this person. There we go. That's my top 10 as it is of this recording. I'm sure I'll come back at another point, and probably this top 10, as with all charts, will vary. And of course, hopefully there are going to be a few new entries the next time I come back to this pick of the poses.